Ah, a fresh runner! We love rookies around here. No one ever knows how they're going to do well. But the Red Mile is not for the weak. My dear. The Red Mile is full of bloodthirsty creatures that would stop at nothing to consume you, bones and all. The average rate of survival is under 25%. And that's for accomplished soldiers, mercenaries, and hunters alike. It is rare to see a complete novice complete the course at all, let alone a lot. Does it look like we have an infirmary here? No, my dear. You are on your own if you are unlucky enough to survive with injuries. In that case, I hope you brought a friend with you to take you to the nearest Reliant facility. Or you can try to convince Lon to put you back together. But he's a much better mechanic than he is a doctor. Good. And are you able to confirm that you are Need to? No. But it helps me sleep better at night. No, we get drunkards. And Aurora fiends thinking they're invincible. And you'd be surprised how often someone is forced to run in order to pay off. I can't in good conscience allow you to run if you tell me that. The Red Mile is not... Very well. You know where to... The Red Mile? Good. And are you able to confirm that you are of sound mind? Not under the influence of any substances, and not under any form of coercion? I do not know if you're joking. But if that is your answer, then I think it would be best if Good. Yes. The Red Mile. Good. Very well then. Step aside and we'll announce your run. After the introduction, then you're on your own. I wish you good fortune out there. your first run. Your performance down there was most impressive. I do hope you... Now the moment you've waited for. You're winning. fortunate to be born. I use those resources. Suffice it to say. And now, at last. Well, it's quite simple, really. Once you register with me, we'll have a... Then it's a race to the buzzer at the other end of the course. You'll deal with obstacles and deadly creatures alike. Make it back alive, and you'll stand to win rich. Do enjoy your...
You'll be talking to the understanding good if you try to strike up a conversation.
I think you'll agree my rate is fair. What do you want? Okay. Yep. Bye.
About 15 years. I joined up after my friend was hijacked and had a load of cargo stolen by some spacers while he was headed to Sidonia. I'd always kind of felt compelled to serve the UC, but my friend getting hit was the last straw. Turned out to be the perfect job. The Vanguard's chock full of good pilots who were committed to making things better for the average citizen. My kind of people. Look, I know how it goes in the settled systems. Not everyone's as squeaky clean as I am. But whatever trouble you get into, leave civilians out of it. Doesn't matter if they're Freestar, UC, or what. That's a line I'll never cross. Being damn good at my job, that's how. I've been nothing but trouble for the criminals and smugglers in the Sol system since I joined the Vanguard. They've been trying to white-line me for years, but no one's been able to swing it. I'm guessing my enemies pooled their money and put some real pearls on my tail. It's kind of flattering that they sent in the big guns to do the job. I hope not. I'd never blame myself if someone else on the crew got hurt because Ecliptic came after me. I fell for the other trick in the damn book. They hailed me for a cargo inspection on a frequency that I thought was legit, and I stopped. They boarded my ship and had guns in my face quicker than you can say grab jump. If it weren't for you, I'd been a goner. Maybe Constellation should go into the merc business too. Not an issue. An old orbiting research station near Saturn. I was there investigating some strange grav signals, but I found a lot more than I bargained for. Turns out some local pirates had been using the station as a hideout. They blew the whole damn place to space dust trying to chase me out of there. I'm glad you took it off my hands. Damn thing wasn't worth a fraction of the trouble it caused. Whatever you need it for, keep me out of it. Sure, works. Yeah, actually. A couple of times. Earth's not much to look at, but saying you've been there makes a decent bar story. First time I visited, I almost crashed my ship into an old Earth structure. I got caught in a storm right out of orbit and had to get out of the sky fast. I pointed my ship at the nearest patch of empty sand and started hauling ass for the surface. Thank God the clouds cleared. Turns out that empty sand was actually the footprint of a giant pyramid. I almost came down right on top of it. That would have been one heck of a way to go out. I landed nearby so I could visit it when the storm ended. Wow, it blew my mind. That thing must have been built centuries ago, and it was still there. Crazy, huh? A mix of curiosity and responsibility. I wanted to see the old neighborhood, you know? But to tell you the truth, it wasn't exactly the awe-inspiring experience I was hoping for. I thought I'd feel some kind of connection when I landed. But I guess there's some cool stuff to see if you're into history. But honestly, Earth's not much to write home about. Even Mars looks exciting by comparison. Empty, desolate, about what you'd expect from a planet nobody's lived on in a couple of centuries. It was damn quiet too, like walking through a graveyard. Save your jump fuel, Captain. Earth's pretty much a dust bowl these days. My daughter lives in the solar system with her mom. I don't see her much, though. Kind of a sore spot. I wouldn't exactly call myself Dad of the Year. I was real young when she was born, and her mom and I could never make it work. Plus, with my job taking me to space all the time, well, you get the idea. I wasn't as involved as I should have been. I've been kicking myself for it for years. She is an amazing young woman. I wish I knew her better. Yeah, sure. Her name's Phoebe, after Phobos. Her mom and I are both born and bred Sidonians, so we decided to give her a good Martian name. She mostly takes after her mom, but she did inherit my love of space. She's wanted to live on a starship since she was a kid. Just different personalities, that's all. It's nothing against her. She's a heck of a lot better as a parent than me. We're just different people. Like I said, we were young when we met, and we took things, too fast. Kind of an old story. I just wish it hadn't affected our daughter so much. But that's more on me than anyone else. Yeah? I've been thinking about it. I just hope it isn't too late, She's all grown up now. I don't know if... Yeah, you're right. I'm kind of nervous, to tell you the truth. But it's about... I settled on sending her a message after we talked it through. But I'm still figuring out what to say. Nothing I've come up with. What's on your mind? That all...
Alright, you're good. Look at Neon.
Every smuggler I have ever worked with. Verse of action. There is little question that reaches influence Neon. I wonder how Mr. Bayou feels about that.
All right. Have a moment. Say hello to my wife, Rosa. Oh, dear Lord. Did Briggs put you up? All these gangs are a menace. They are. All right, already. You pay and I'll send Briggs his armor. I don't want anything to do... I had to chase more heads out of here today. I don't think they even knew what planet.
Just fun, James.
Don't kid yourself, Rosa. Aurora isn't fun. It's a poison. It needs to be taken off the streets.
James, please, it's not just the Aurora. It's a different city will just get worse and worse.
You should have seen the look on Dexter's face when we told him. Much better, thanks for asking. I don't exactly know what you said. He's really stepped up and taken an active role in fighting Neon Security. Best of all, I think we've become good. I arrived in Neon almost, 20 years ago? After a few years, they moved me up to Kazanbaz. She was my supervisor. But we hit it off right away. It wasn't long before we decided to quit. See, we've been in love. No problem. I've already agreed. That's not a discount. Nobody wants that. Okay, that's pretty good. You know what? I like you. I'm glad you understand. You know what? I may be... Fine, fine. I'll get the armor.
I'm so behind on those reports. I'm gonna drink nothing.
Dietrich's been great at... Let me know if we can make it. Watch your back out there.
Love the vibe in this zone.
I have plenty of supplies for you. I've been at this location for the last... As soon as Ryujin broke ground on that... I love this business. I'm sure we can make...
Thank you for taking care of that headlock. Quieter. I think dealing with headlock has convinced Tsuoka to back off from harassing my shop. This should finally give me that. You won't find a more elegant. Please visit again if you're in the market for a luxury land.
Ever wonder how the Crimson Fleet seems to be everywhere?
Range of personal treatment products.
You're looking well today. What can Reliant Medical do? Feel free to take a look. If you need
how to handle. We can take it.
Absolutely. Stay out there.
This is the only shot. Plenty of good. See ya.
Maybe I should switch.
I suspect that if I were confined to life in an office like this, someone would end up being stabbed.
I was hoping you'd show up soon. Is it done? Don't get too comfortable. Those who do usually don't last long in this field. Now, I think it's time to examine a different set of skills. We expect our employees to self-manage when it comes to breaks. I recommend taking a moment whenever you feel that stress may be getting the better of you. Just be mindful of your time. This job requires a clear head. It's a decent start, but we'll see. Your next assignment is to find a security chief and use some creative thinking to obtain their security keycard. And when I say creative, I don't mean with a weapon. Either look the part and be persuasive, or be quick with your hands. We just need some easy access to sometimes obtaining a legitimate form of access. A security chief isn't going to give the time of day to just anybody. Or, who knows, some operatives are known to have a security guard uniform. Just be careful. Getting caught could mean a mess and cleanup. No corporation wears murder well around here. We may take some extreme measures, but the less mess, the better. Now, if you need to find yourself a hobby outside of work to do that, feel free. Just don't let anyone here know about it. I'm sure you'll be able to get that keycard without incident. Just remember, if anything does happen, it's up to you to bail yourself out.
Like you could. Where the real money hell, we all good. One day, Bayu will slip, and everyone he has bled will get rid of it. But, for now, it's a lot safer, easier. But 20% of our earnings hurts. Well, what a coincidence. Sure. Yeah. I can't believe you're there.
I'm not in the mood. If you're wondering
Starting to suspect that clearly the intent is to get us into the Astral Lounge.
This place a one-stop kill shop. Hey, you look like someone who well, don't sweat it. I'm the guy that's about to stick enough firepower in your hands to punch holes in all your problems. And you'll still get home in time to cook dinner. It's all part of my patented 4-step process. You see, I sell you a weapon. You buy the weapon. Couldn't be simpler. Nah, you see, I had you all figured out the moment. I said to myself, Matthias, that looks like the kind of person who... I'm talking military-grade, state-of-the-art weapons hardware. Click. Bang. Oh, don't worry. We sell all sorts of nifty noisemakers around here. Just stay with me for a second. Imagine being completely surrounded by Crimson Fleet pirates, with nothing but a magstorm and a few hundred rounds. You wouldn't even break a sweat. You, my friend, are perched on the edge of infinity. And Core Kinetics would love to come along for the ride. So what do you say? Of course. And you want to know? Because that's all you'll ever need. We're the first and last. Hey, what can I say? Some people like wine, others like beer. Let's get you tooled up and... You think this is amped up? You should see me after I take a hit of Aurora. Maybe chase it with a couple cans of... Huh. Once I start flying, I could sell a mag launcher to your grandmother. Skills, baby. It's all about the skills. Imagine the #1 gun manufacturer in the settled systems. They sit right at the top of the list. The best... Okay, now, Core Kinetics. We are chilling one step above all of that. Nothing else even comes close to eclipse. You think I'm bullshitting you? Buy one of our guns. Slap in a magazine. Feel the pull. I like that. I think I might use that as a... It's what the brain guys call the magnetically assisted projectile systems. That's the heart and soul of all our weapons. Those wizards managed to figure out how to push a solid slug out the end of a gun faster and more accurately than a conventional bullet. Some folks call them railguns, but I personally hate that name. This ain't no steam train. This is magtech. And it'll put holes in concrete. Plenty of choice. Remember, if you got the credit.
Yeah, what? Is this important? Let me save you some time. If you're here for a job, we're not hiring. If you're here about the conduction grid tour, we shut it down a year ago. See that big yellow thing that's draped over almost the entire city? That's the grid, or what the locals call the span. Besides looking like some sort of madman's modern art piece, it's actually the main source of the city's power. Good. If you were, you'd be the 12th person I've turned away this year. What a waste. Look, I'm sorry if I'm blowing up at you. I'm afraid that Why? Because I'm sick and tired of putting on a corporate face. It's do or die time around here. We can either spin our wheels... I wish that was the case. Fact of the matter, the conduction grid went online almost 75 years ago. And since then, at this point, the money we're taking in as a power utility barely covers the... No, of course not. We still produce smaller power systems and backup generators. Genodyne needs to come out with something spectacular to put us... Unfortunately, no. I'm in third. One step above me is Ayumi Komiko. She's the COO of the company. And then there's Kite. My superior. The problem is that Brayson Bayou, Administrator Bayou's brother, I swear to you, the man doesn't know the first thing about power systems or electromagnetic technology. Of course there are, but so far, Brayson has suppressed. Look, I'm running out of options. No one. I have a full report on Brayson that I want to send to Administrator Bayou. What do you think I should do? It describes my aggravation with how badly Brayson Bayou is. I'm also including a list of all the failed experiments he's greenlit, and how much they've cost. I'm praying someone as financially successful as Administrator Bayou might be able to put aside his ego. You know what? You're absolutely right. Hey, look, thanks for... If there's anything else you need, That's an excellent question. And yeah, the conduction grid is only effective in lightning-rich environments. That's why Volai was chosen. Genodyne has always hoped to adapt the grid's absorption technology for other applications, but... The span above the city is outfitted with a specially developed... When a lightning discharge hits the span, the energy is instant. The energy is then transferred through a series of polyphasic capacitors and At this point, the energy is clean, and it gets stored in massive storage cells in Neon's underbelly. Genodyne was founded in 2230. Working from her facility in Neon, it took off. That was Genodyne's first and last. It was great.
Yeah.
Break it open. Thank you again for your help with Saburo. Yeah. I sent along the credits to my father and convinced him to excuse. As for Saburo and I, we're working closer than ever before. On a plan together. For his business. To get it back on track. He really is a lovely man. Probably one of the most... Have a...
Line coming up.
I'm in the middle of some quarterly earnings analysis. This is a Stroud Eklund business offices. We don't do sales here, if that's...
Oh,
I'm afraid I'm always in the middle of preparing for the next board meeting. If you'll excuse... Well, I should hope so. Here. Originally, both the Stroud and the Eklund Corporation. But after my husband and I married and merged the companies, we decided... I still get questions from reporters wanting to know just how we... Oh, interesting question. Neon is the ultimate playground for people who have money. And that means we... Stroud Eklund, as a company, doesn't believe in restraint. But sometimes, I wonder if Neon's lack of a...
Killing each other. I just might have a good day. Are you gonna let me work?
I suppose that is ours now.
Welcome to Xenofresh. Oh, try not to disturb Miss Grash. She's a busy woman.
Working at Xenofresh is amazing. Come on, Free, Aurora. What other beat a park like that?
Sorry.
You're not a plate of croissant. Croissants. I had commissioned a special order of baked goods for our next board meeting. It's called sarcasm. Read the room, for God's sake. Then you're not... Oh, for God's sake. That foolish girl up front must have allowed you back here. I'm going to have a... Look, I'm really quite busy. If you're not here on... My name's Libby Groth, and I'm the CFO of Xenofresh. And since I answer directly to Administrator Bayou, the last thing I need right now... Everything under the sun, from unfair business practices to reported bad working condition. We're the #1 most successful corporation on Neon, so we're obviously... Everyone's looking for a free handout or a tiny piece of them. Well, I'll tell you the same thing I tell them before I have them... Are we...
In aerospace. I'm afraid we aren't taking appointments right now. We're only taking meetings with our preferred clients at the moment. All day. It's ridiculous.
Welcome to Sleeping Aerospace.
This... But the effort...
Yeah, that looks promising. I could grind this down. Here's your payment, as promised. Looking... We have every...
There you are. I'm feeling a bit better today. The thing is, well, I lost my husband Thomas last week. Of course, that's the official word from me. No, they said how that security officer could stand there and tell me Thomas died of a heart attack. I'm sorry, this is my problem. You're just here to shop. Sure. My husband and I opened the shop about 8 years ago. The business has had its ups and downs, but lately, unfortunately, the workers assumed we were becoming greedy. Honestly, I'm just... Oh my. You're the first person in this... The security officer's report said they never recovered my poor Thomas, but instead of leaving the case open until further evidence has... No, I can't do that. Thomas would never... I suppose the proper place to start would be with Neon Security's witness, Kevin Anastas. Just please be... Kevin owns the Emporium over in Bayou Plaza. The strange thing is, we've never had to deal with him in... Oh, everyone has problems with Neon Security. They come in here from time to time, but apart... I'm not at...
Troll.
Nice to see you again. Oh no, I happened to transmit some coordinates to you. My bad. I wonder what's over there. What are you talking about? Let's... Don't let the bastards get you down. Bye.
pay me enough.
Scram on duty.
Please try not to alert anyone.
What now? I'm not a fan of this kind of music, but I'm an independent contractor. There might be. I originally came here to complete a business deal, but the client, in a fit of foolishness, decided to close on their own. Rather than dispose of the evidence properly, they left it in a warehouse. Real amateur stuff. So there are some loose ends that need tying, and I prefer a third party handle it. Would you be interested? It's a simple job. I need you to pick something up and sell it. Giving you any more I'm giving you half of my usual fee, which, according to my clients, is a ransom 3 times over. But I'm worth every cred. You'll find the merchandise in a locker. Gangs in Ipside often use that area to peddle their sunshine and lollipops. So if shit's buckaroo, you'll have to improvise. Return here.
security. Move out of the way. You're here to report a crime. Deal with it yourself. Neon Security's all booked up for the day. Then it's your first time being in Neon. Right now, I'm dealing with a stabbing website, a junkie ready to toss himself off the platform, 2 robberies, and a stripped spaceship. So unless you're here to tell me that the tower is about to fall into the ocean, it can probably wait, right? Whoa, listen to the genius over here. What a good idea. I know what I'll do. I'll walk over to the edge of the platform and yell really loud for volunteers down at the ocean. Maybe some chasm bass will sign up. In case you haven't noticed, we don't exactly ask the Freestar Collective for help. We do things on our own. Keep your nose clean. Yeah, what? Not a bad gun. Good balance. Weight. Allied Armaments is a UC company, but their stuff is military grade. But that is not the issue here. That gun is hotter than a frying pan full of fish grease. I'm not giving you anywhere near market rate. Should have known better than to try and fool a weapons expert. Alright, I'll pay you what it's worth. But only because I know for a fact NSEC won't come looking for it. Now we're good. Alright, what's off? Busy.
Yes. You'll enter a world unlike any other in the settlement. Excuse me.
Another... Ah, it's always good to see you. It was good to have you in the I can't stay right now, but I'm not telling you a thing. I've already reported what I saw to secure. Stop wasting my time and... Are there any civilized souls in this damn city? Fine, I'll tell you what I know. But let's try to make this quick. I saw it happen. Thomas was murdered and thrown into the ocean. Afterwards, I foolishly reported the incident to security. For my efforts, I was rewarded with a gun to my head and threatened with death if I didn't keep silent. No, the officer that threatened me was completely different. I'd wager that the murdering bastard has a friend in security. Really? Am I not allowed to leave? If you really must know... Nah, come on. I'm not risking life and limb to save someone I barely know. There are people that get paid to do that. I'm not one of them, so I simply prioritized my own safety and didn't get involved. A lot of good that did me. It was hard to hear over the commotion, but I'm sure I heard Thomas call his attacker Russell and Rusty a few times. From what I could gather, the attacker was after credits, and Thomas refused to give him any. Well, Thomas went for a swim. God, no. I've seen him around here and there, but if he ever were to come into my shop... In fact, I would never even talk to someone like him. I have no business... Where else would someone like him be, He stays at the sleep crates. In any case, when you confront him, my name cannot... And with that, I must insist you leave me in.
Then my client can finally relax. He's a very tense man, you see. Tried to smile once, years ago, and didn't like the fit. But I digress. Here's your payment, as promised. Enjoy the rest of your time here in New York. Yes, but I never work with the same client twice. May you live.
Friend, an old buddy, and all you're getting from me. Why else? I needed some creds for Aurora. And everyone knows he and his wife are that shitty little shop. All they do is rip people off. He was bound to have creds. I got enough. I asked him for some creds, but the bastard wouldn't give me anything. Things got out of hand. He had fallen off the other platform. It was an accident. I swear. Then I called Buddy and security. Told him what happened. He took care of everything after that. Shit, I know. I never wanted things to end up like that. For the love of God, I didn't even get any creds off of it. Listen, I messed up. I know that. But nothing can change what's already done. Just let me go and I'll disappear. No one will ever see me again. No one even needs to know I'm alive. Just, come on, just let me go. Oh my God. You don't need to worry. No one will ever. You don't gotta worry about me. I'll be gone for good. You'll see. No worries. Hey, buddy. Huh? Oh, shit. No. Listen, you got it. Why else? I need it. All they do is rip people. A friend, you know, that's all you're getting. I got in a fight with Tom. Things that hell no, I'm not doing that. Listen, I messed up. No one will ever see me again. No, I can't let that happen. Why couldn't you just let me go?
Profit is never
What can I get you today? The
year the ocean lights. Now, science will tell you that this is from tiny microscopic objects. I think it's a dance, a celebration. That is the essence of velocity. Unfortunately, that will have to remain my secret. Let's just say I was owed a substantial. Administrator Bayou has forbid. Now, if Euphorica wants to sell it to Nell, moi, I prefer to... Something special for... Damn. Really, that was my
This song got me so stoked. Oh yeah, I love her music so much. I'm talking about vibe with that bird hard. She's a beast on the beats. Got a track in my head right now. Boom! I just need some more Aurora so I can get my head bobbing with the white. Yeah, which is why it pains me to be here, and I can't stand being away. But I can't listen to Borealis if I'm not zoning. That bird song just... A fan? Lady, I'm way more than that. I've been following her career since her club hopping days. I can probably tell you the number of hairs on her head. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing weird about it. In fact, I've made a whole bloody career out of it. It's the way she makes the colours dance. But Borealis makes the Aurora dance like when she hits those high notes, and you're completely... Later. This light brings me closer to her. Well, if you bloody had any, maybe. I didn't steal any. Borealis always says her music belongs. Nah, I'll just cite the oldest law in the book. Finders, keepers. I'm not giving. Why would I part with the one? Damn. I didn't realize this was... Yeah, I do want... Sorry, but I'm keeping this late. Me and Borealis.
It was nice speaking to you.
Didn't die of a heart attack. That's a total lie.
I was being fed lies. Nothing. Neon security. How can they sleep at night? My husband's killer. I believe he was one of the Generine workers that would come around and cause trouble. Steal things, vandalize, or the like. They were a rowdy bunch. My husband usually handled the troublemakers and became well equipped. Vandalism and shoplifting is one thing, but murder? So, what did you... Good. And good riddance to him, too. An eye for an eye and all that. I'm not the type to wish death upon anyone, but he deserved worse for what he did to my Thomas. And about security. Did you... It's for the best, I suppose. Going after security is suicide for us both. Knowing the truth is vindication enough. In a weird way, I'm relieved? No, that's not the right word. I guess I'm just glad that I know the truth, even if I never would have figured out the truth without you. Oh, you're so sweet. In any case, you're the only person to ever show kindness to me. Thank you for everything.
Really. Although, I guess I shouldn't be surprised.